Welcome to Cinderella Stories with Ash and Sav. Don't go to school for broadcasting because programs are closing.
They're cutting jobs.
Yeah, they're cutting jobs.
They're laying off half the workforce.
Rogers is AI.
Brother.
Other buying out employees for 10,000. What? Sorry, woo. Rogers is apparently
offering
10,000 employees to be bought out.
Half of their workforce.
Which is, they have about 25,000 employees, which means that's half of their workforce. That's insane. Which we all know in our industry, budget cuts. And I know that AI is big, bad, and scary, but this is like, it's a lot. And I don't know how people can pivot like so fast too.
Well, the thing is too, it's like, it's also not just broadcast. Like obviously Rogers Communications touches so many different things.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, their net income went from $438 million, went to $438 million, up from $280 million a year.
So they're making more money and then cutting back more employees.
Revenue grew 10% to $5.48 billion. But yeah, let's cut our workforce in half in this economy. No worries if not.
Cool.
No, it's actually criminal.
No, it's actually crazy.
Like you should feel ashamed.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know like how you could justify it on a human level, but they're not thinking like a human level. Yes, thank you very much. But they're not, as Ashley fixes my hair. For our audio listeners. Thank you. No, I actually had to make my hair on this side because the other side, I actually accidentally, when I was cutting out my weave, I actually cut my hair. So now I have like a piece of hair
short,
that's like, boing, out this way.
I know. My cousin did that to me. Because like, you know, when you just like need your hair out, like you're just like, it feels like a foreign body is like infesting you. I was like, okay, I need you to cut this out. But I had like the extensions with the beads.
Those are.
And she's like, I don't have a thing. And I'm like, use the cat clippers because they have like a little hook on them.
Hook on them, yeah.
She cut a full section of the hair that was in the bead out. And she's like, cousin? And like shows it to me. I'm like, what? And then she has the audacity to get back. It's not even the right tools. You set me up for failure.
Cat clipper.
I set you up for failure.
I made the mistake of trusting a stylist once to do the beaded things, the wefts, whatever you guys get on my
not you guys
3B. You guys get on my 3B curly hair. Okay, my hair is not always like, straight. It's actually hella thick and curly, and it's also very soft. Because it's soft. It doesn't have that silk to it. Yeah, that like you guys have. So.
All of a sudden, listen, I'm you guys.
Hey, I never specified who you guys is, just for the record, because last time I checked, you're an island girly, just like me. Oh. But anyways, and so I don't have that silk in my hair, basically, and so it ripped. All the beads ripped my hair.
I hate that.
And to this day, it's just starting to recover in terms of the volume and thickness. Yeah. I was mortified. And then luckily the owner of the hair salon, she gave me like free everything. Like, and I had to color correct my hair.
At that point though, like sometimes you don't want to go back. Sometimes like the trust has been broken.
It was pretty much shattered. He was really good at traditional weave, not good at the beads. He put the beads way too tight into my hair too. Yeah. So everything was just getting pulled and ripped. My ponytail was like that. And from like, it was so small. It was like, meh. I felt like a bald queen. I think I have photos of it still. I was a bald queen.
Show the evidence.
Yeah.
Your Honor. Show the evidence. Exhibit A, B, and C, please.
Crazy.
I'd like to approach the bench. Show you my bod spot.
The bald all over. Literally all over. Okay. But let's get to business, shall we?
We digress.
This is unhinged now. Okay. Let me flip my hair so you don't see my ripped out spot. Okay. That's a bulb. Yeah, for real. Okay, Toronto Tempo.
Hello.
Here we are. Like the thing is happening in real time. It's happening very fast, and that is the Toronto Tempo are here and about to be in action on the court. So there's obviously tons of lead up between training camp and also like media day. There's just I'm like losing track. I'm like losing sleep. But you and I have been covering a lot since they kind of started. With everything, I was there pretty much almost every single day last week at training camp, taking clips. The cool thing is like actually seeing the appetite online for like all the clips that we're taking and the engagement. And like, I'm noticing also just on a purely observational standpoint, but like, it's not even just our immediate followers, but like we're hitting a wider pool of I guess, women's basketball fans.
Yeah.
And I don't even think all of them are based in Toronto.
No.
Because I'm seeing like the cities and I'm thinking like, I'm seeing like New York is up there and like a couple other major cities. So it's really cool to see that like, even though we're posting Toronto Tempo clips on our socials and Cinderella Stories pod, but it's getting traction from the States a lot. That's really cool to me.
Yeah, I think that one of the things with the W in particular is that a lot of people are fans of players, not necessarily the team. We saw it with Angel Reese when she left Chicago. They lost 15K followers on Instagram or 10K followers on Instagram, and then Atlanta got 20K bump.
Dang.
So it's like it's very player focused. So again, like we have players on the Tempo that are beloved by fans. And so I think that they have an appetite for that. People love Sandy. It makes sense for New York. People love Slim. So maybe some old Washington OGs from like a while ago, you know, people love Marina. She's been to a few stops. So I think that probably plays a role into it. But I think that it's been really accessible. It's been really laid back. Unconventional, some might not realize, is that usually when you get called in for training camp or shoot around, you don't get to see them actually running their sets or running any of their plays or anything like that. But we've been ushered in early. On occasion, and get to see them running baseline out of bounds, get to see them running their half court set, get to see Sandy jump in the mix and be like, no, I want the screen here, hit her. And that's unusual for professional basketball.
Period. No, literally. That's kind of been like the really cool thing about at least the Toronto Tempo, how they're approaching this. And like, maybe I'm like, don't tell them that this is not normal because we're enjoying this access because like you really don't get to see the plays. And also the male practice players in the mix, competing hard against the girls, the grown women. I always like, because I always say girls, like, as like I'm talking to you, I'm like, my girls.
Girls is non-derogatory.
It's such a non-derogatory.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
I'm like, anyways, the grown woman who are playing in the WNBA,
the big women.
Women's Basketball Association.
The W. Capital.
Not to be mistaken for the MNBA.
The men are freaking out over MNBA.
Dude,
did you see online they found out that we've been calling it MNBA and they're like, this is so ridiculous. Like, it's actually not that deep, first of all. Second of all,
what's actually crazy, this is maybe like a sidebar crash out, is that I've always thought that, like, even when I was in high school, I'm like, why is it called the WNBA and not the MNBA? I've always, and then I would say that to a man, and they'd be like, "Oh, no, because it's all." I'm like, that's my best impression of a man. That's exactly what I heard. That came in and came right out. Like, exactly.
Sorry, how do you spell that?
Nothing.
I'm just trying to do some captions on my video.
Absolutely. Makes gibberish, like, no sense.
Fred Flintstone fucking sounding ass. Yabba dabba do your face, brother.
Yeah, literally yabba
dabba do your face. MNBA that, okay?
MNBA.
All over.
It actually does make sense because look at that. There's a WNBA there. Anyways, I digress. Okay.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been
really good.
And the team wants to play. Like, they want to play to win. I loved Sandy yesterday at the media day, or Monday, I guess I should say, if you're listening to this after, when she was just like, I'm going to pop my ship for a second, because first Monica was like, when you come and play for a Sandy Brondello team, you know what's up.
Yep.
The name alone sets the tone.
Yep.
And then she's like, listen, I'm not saying anything, but all I'm saying is I've never missed the playoffs as a head coach.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm just letting you know that for me personally, I've never missed the playoffs.
Also, she looks so gorgeous. She had full glam on. And she looks so pretty with her full glam. Is really pretty.
What's that one TikTok sound where it's like when your pretty friend's talking and all you hear is
yeah. It's backstory, side stuff.
That's what you're listening to at press conference.
Literally, I'm like, wow, Sandy, like, your makeup looks amazing. Shout out to Sephora for that. Like, yeah.
They all looked good.
They looked great.
Marina's high and
really
tight ponytail.
Oh, snatched. I was like, I see what they did there. I see the vision, and it worked. But yeah, no. So I think that, like, you touched it. Like, honestly, like, they want to win. They're not coming in as like, we're just happy to be here energy. Like, I think, you know, other expansion teams have kind of come in the past that we've seen. And also one thing I've really taken away from training camp, these are like my personal takeaway, is the fact that, like, they built the team to compete, not necessarily to win the championship this year. That's, let's be realistic here.
It's a tall task.
But it's a very tall task. But that said, they built it in a way to prioritize defense. We all know that defense wins games. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do get an honest look at a playoff spot. I know it sounds radical and super fanny or whatever.
Whatever.
But, like,
I agree.
But I do think they're building it, because when I asked Sandy at the beginning of the week, like, of training camp, I said, what are you working on exactly? And she said, fast breaks, which I'm like, oh, you're making them run.
Yeah, transition.
And defense and pick and roll.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so classic sets basically, and then run. We want you to run.
Well, we forget that they've only been on the court for like, again, it's the 8th day today, training camp
Something like
on
that,
Wednesday,
yeah.
7th or 8th day. And
Yeah.
then they have their preseason game Wednesday, and then they kick off the season on the 8th. Like, they haven't been together for a long time.
Nope.
The CBA changed everything.
Yeah.
And then free agency happened, and then the double draft and da-da-da-da-da. So they're doing the best they can with what they got. But I will say this, like, the mascot still hasn't been announced. And while we're excited about the team, like...
Okay, this is a conspiracy theory.
I'm worried. And listen, here's what I will preface it by saying, that since the team has come together, and after the initial like leaks and the name and the logo leak and all that, the rush to market, I think that they've done a really good job of like bouncing back in a lot of ways, controlling the narrative, setting the tone. I'm scared. If it's a beaver, I just think like I'm immature enough to understand the connotations. I'm just giving. The NBA is very gay. The WNBA is very gay, non-derogatory. Like if it's a beaver.
Wait, okay, first of all, you're going to educate me on that, but pause for a second. Pause.
Very much pause.
Pause. Okay, I need a crown with tinfoil wrapped around it because I want to like give that to you because I don't think it's a beaver. I don't think the mascot's going to be a beaver. I think that like, so Roots, they came out with this like collection.
Don't ever do that again.
Roots came out with this collection.
Actually, get the hell out of the studio. Roots, unpaid, by the way. No, enough.
Listen, this jacket's nice enough for me to like go around. You know?
My God.
Anyway,
Roots.
but Roots came out with the beaver like keychain thing. Yeah. And now everyone's conspiracy says it's a beaver. I'm like, guys.
So what is it going to be?
I don't know.
A Diva Canada.
Also, think about
a Diva Canada goose.
Roots' mascot, Roots' logo is a beaver.
Yeah.
So that's where the beaver thing came from.
No, for sure. But what's it going to be?
I have no idea. A raccoon, maybe?
A batty Canada goose? A long ass fashion neck?
Why does it have
to be anything?
Waddle? Why does it have to be anything Canadian related?
Because they're literally calling themselves Canada's team. Why would they make it anything else that's not like
Alone?
I hate birds, first of all. They scare me so much.
Really? You're one of those people.
Well, you just like don't know what they're thinking. And like they'll come down and they'll just like swoop out of the air and come and get you. Pigeons aren't afraid of humans anymore. Canada geese are very aggressive and they hiss at you.
Pigeons,
swans are pretty, but they're evil. Swans are like Ted Bundy of birds. Like that's what his whole thing was. He was like handsome and he would like lure women and be like, you can trust me, open a car door and then right? Like that's what a swan is. Also, is a Ted Bundy of birds.
That, like,
that's crazy,
woman,
but still.
You would be dumb enough to help a man that's like has a broken car at the side of the road. Like he could fix it.
I don't know.
I would not pull over to help a man.
People were moving different back then, though. People were more trustworthy.
First of all,
before we were seeing that 62 million people were going to rape school online. We were more inclined to help men or help individuals before we realized how depraved everybody was.
I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Yeah, I should hope not. You're like, I've actually taken the master class for defense purposes.
I think it was somebody that brought it up in a meeting, right? We had a meeting or something like that, and like it was brought up, and I was like, "What do you mean? There's like literally a rape school? What?"
And to do it to their girlfriends and wives.
That's insane.
Also, which is like.
Anyways, all right. So go back to the beaver theory.
I'm tired. Don't call it my beaver theory. Don't.
So okay. Is there a beaver theory? Ashley's very own beaver theory.
No, no.
So okay. So what's the educate me on the beaver part? Do I have to Google it? Oh. The more you know. She just whispered in my ears for those who are listening to the audio version of this. That's why there's a long pause.
So yeah, it's just like,
oh.
Yeah, and like I'm immature enough.
I had no idea that was the thing.
Yeah, girl.
I'm so out of touch.
Look it up right now. Synonyms for, beaver.
Interesting.
Got to be top 5. And I don't want to go through the top 4 or what you think they are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't know that. But anyways, okay, here we are.
But crazier things have gone through marketing teams.
I want to know what their mascot is. I feel like it's going to be something music related. That's my theory.
If it's a treble clef, I'll die.
Better not be a metronome, bro. That's what I was thinking about. It's haunting my nightmares.
Swinging?
Just
imagine, but what if it was like a bob though? Like the bob was the metronome. Activate it.
No.
Yeah.
We need to like come with that fire. Like the Valkyries, they had Violet is their mascot, and she's like a bird, which you hate it, I like it. And I love how they made her so theater-esque.
She's cute. Yeah.
She's so like the big glasses.
It's
and
like very
stuff.
children's show energy.
Yeah, but she's also still kind of a baddie in her own way. And then Ellie's untouchable.
Ellie's the standard.
Yeah, and then also the Vegas Aces. They're is like a rabbit. It's like a hare or something. He's a baddie. Like I was like, oh, okay. They went like male mascot for a female team.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it works.
It works. And then did you see like the Ellie and the Vegas hare should be like shipped?
Yeah, I did see that.
That's cute. Anyway, okay. So speaking of ship, it's finally been addressed to the masses. This clip was going around all the WNBA circles, women's sports circles, and that is Paige Bueckers talking about her relationship with Azzi Fudd, because they've been asked this a couple times, even probably more than what we've even seen online. And basically, Paige cleared the air and said that any mention of their relationship in like a basketball context in a media way is off limits, which is an interesting, like, I do find it interesting because, and I'm sure you could dive more into this as well, but it's like, hey, take the basketball element out of this, okay? Pretend that you're just like, it's your friend or it's the person you know from high school and they're soft launching or hard launching a relationship on social media, okay? You're inviting people's opinions. You are inviting people to quote, quote, judge. You know exactly what you're doing. Like, and if it's a healthy relationship, whatever, it's fine. It's, you know, you're being married, you're announcing your marriage proposal, whatever, cool. But like, if it's just dating, in a sense, this is also why I never post my relationships at all online, even like at all. Like, first of all, it's been a minute.
When was last time?
First of all, it's been a minute. Second of all, when I only did it with my college boyfriend and I learned my lesson, and then that was it. Like after that, I was like, I'm never posting my relationship online ever again. And then
look what happened. You cursed yourself.
Well, I did date. I had another boyfriend after. I had another boyfriend after that. Okay, he was actually not that bad. But
name names. Shout out who?
He was actually pretty nice, but yeah, we broke up regardless. But anyway, I never wanted to post anybody like that I'm seeing online, because you do invite a lot of attention, and it could actually take away from what you're doing professionally too. That's how I see it. And so when she's addressing the media, like, hey, you can't talk about this, part of me is like, power to you. Another half of me is like, you kind of also invited it a little bit, whether that was intentional or not.
Yes and no. I think they haven't really been doing that in a while, though.
Yeah.
I think when it first is like the phone case, Paige Bueckers' girlfriend, like all that stuff. And then at All-Star last year, they were very much supporting each other. Like Azzi was there as like number one wag on the sideline. Paige was at her podcast launch event.
Yeah.
But since then, they haven't really done any of that stuff, honestly.
No.
So I feel like that is probably the caveat, where it's like, I'm not actively talking or posting or engaging with this person in a social capacity. So you really don't know what the nature of our relationship is. So I feel like asking for privacy and just talking about the basketball is kind of saying it without saying it, that like maybe they have taken a beat or whatever the case may be. I just think it's tough when you're a celebrity. People have this parasocial relationship with you where they feel like they know you. And from a brand standpoint, it's exactly what you want, because it means that there's buy-in. It means that any of your initiatives are going to succeed because they feel like they know you, they like you, they want to support you. And so it becomes a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
That you're like, okay, I'm sharing this part of my life. People like stand the relationship, and then things go wrong, and then people are taking sides, or it becomes a civil war. We just saw it with Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson.
Oh my gosh.
Like she posted on her story and she gave, the 5-star review, and it was not good. She was just like,
okay, but a part of me on the Meg the Stallion thing is call out the Dusty Crusties, please.
No, 1,000%.
Put the warning, put the red flag and wave it for the rest of us, please.
I'm very, yes, I support that. It's like you, and also I just love that she's like, you were miserable. You were a horrible, miserable man. Again, you bought a house with her, you named a boat after her, and then you're cheating. Did you see?
She was cooking for your family.
Did you see the pages of his diary that got leaked from back in 2019?
No. Oh, pull up the receipts. Oh, this is the gloss. So this is an episode, guys. This is what we're cooking right now.
So Klay is like very much at least the way that he is perceived is like the sage, like this introvert who I'm just alone with my thoughts, and I'm like on a boat, and I'm quirky and I'm eclectic for no reason.
I drink matcha lattes.
I'm not like other girls. Like I'm different. That's kind of like the energy that he's giving, right?
Yes.
So
he's always given that.
With that being said, This is a journal entry, allegedly,
Okay.
from 2019. His ex-girlfriend got a hold of it. And it says in part, because it's transcribed from a diary entry that's like very, very like chicken scratchy.
Okay.
Yes. Lifestyle on and off the court, particularly my sex life, the most savage sectors of my lifestyle. Promiscuousness, womanizing, misogynistic, self-centered, insecure addict? ? Is that what I am right now? I hope not, all caps, but I keep writing about it. Maybe because the experiences are so euphoric and exciting. Women at my fingertips in so many cities nationwide. I do it on the regular. Lastly, we are very well compensated for our talent, productivity, and professionalism. This lifestyle I'm currently living is about to lose some of its energetic input. That energy will go towards bettering my business acumen and other interests, as well as exercising my mind. I'm not going to read that next sentence.
Oh.
He's talking about a sexual act from somebody.
Okay.
And then, yeah, he basically is just like, a balance of work and play must be struck at All-Star Weekend. I want my best performance while living my best life. How do I achieve this elusive balance? There must be sacrifices, no matter how big or little. Hoop first and foremost. Hoe. H-O-E. Hoop over everything. I'm hoeing this weekend, though, for sure.
Oh my God. Also,
Klay Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.
The way that you read that, and that's on broadcast, and that's why programs still exist.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
wow. Okay, so allegedly, if that is a piece of his diary that got leaked, wow. It's like a lot to like write down and admit that you're a bad person.
and then also be like, am I the worst?
Am I the problem?
There seems to be a pattern. I mean, like, shout out to self-reflection, I guess. A little bit of self-awareness. I'll be hoeing this weekend for show. Hoop over everything is so funny. I need to make that a t-shirt. Sell it on Etsy.
No, you can make a lot of
Hoeing.
statements in there. A t-shirt on a
but yeah,
t-shirt.
so again, just like the professional stuff. And now look, now everyone, all the girls are siding with Megan. They're making Klay Thompson Sims and they're putting him in a pool with no stairs to kill him. They're making him fat on 2K and out of shape and giving him more injuries. The Etsy witches are getting into it and they're casting spells on him.
As they should.
Like, you put it out there for everybody to consume.
Judge and
And now look.
And they were hella loud about it. But what does that also tell you? We know the golden rule as girls, the louder somebody is about their relationship, likely, more often than
There's some problems.
the bigger the problems are in the relationship.
The only reason I would say maybe not, though, in this case is like she's been severely online.
She is.
She's like
an
goes
online
live and she's yapping. And
she ain't the problem.
Oh.
I don't see it.
period.
Yeah, she's Meg the Stallion.
The Stallion.
Yeah.
So shout out to Meg. Good luck. Godspeed. Shout out to Paige and Azzi and Klay. Good luck on rebranding, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe a collab with like a garbage company.
Also, shout out to the word parasocial. I've never heard this word in my life until last week, and I've heard it like at least 7 times.
Yeah,
So,
it's the world that we live in.
This is what like this word did not exist. I swear, like 2 weeks ago.
No, it did.
I
very much did.
No, I'm telling you, it did
Yeah, but
not.
that's like, I forget the name of the theory. It's like when you have something on your mind, you're more inclined to see it. So like people are like, oh, my angel number is like 12. Mine is, I always see 1234 in the afternoon generally.
Okay.
I always see it.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you see it because it's there or do you see it because you're looking for it?
And now I know the passwords to your everything, to your
It's
phone.
not. It's not.
These are the password code.
It's not. But yeah.
Okay.
1213, 1234.
What? Oh, I have 2 passwords to try.
No, my password is actually like a password that one of my exes put on my phone and I just kept it. So like he knows the password, but no one else knows the password.
Oh.
Shout out. Actually, no.
That's not a parasocial.
Not shout out.
Not shout out. Take shout out back.
No.
Actually, put him on blast. Put him on the story. Like write about it. So also what I'll say last thing about Meg Thee Stallion, it's also giving Are We Dating the Same Guy Toronto?
No, 1,000%.
Which I love that group. Big fan. Big fan.
Sav's an active participant.
No,
in terms of reading.
Only active. Yeah, I'm an active reader.
Yeah.
People ask me how many books I read. I'm like, no, I read articles and like, Are We Dating the Same Guy Toronto?
I read
it's just
TikToks.
fun. It's just actually crazy to see the lore in there.
When was the last time you lied about like reading something, but it was just a TikTok? Like I feel like people are like, oh, I read something the other day and it was.
Oh no. I say I saw TikTok. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm on TikTok. So the way that you are with Instagram, I'm with TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on that app. Okay. All right. New York Liberty. I love what you wrote in the rundown here. The New York Liberty's new bombshell
has entered the villa.
Okay, I gotta say her name correctly, which I went to the WNBA website, and it's Onali.
Maylee.
Yeah. The last, I heard the different pronunciations for the first name.
Because she's also Australian.
Yeah.
So it's also like Onali.
Onali.
Maylee.
Onali Maylee.
Yeah. The brand new bombshell on the New York Liberty.
Yeah.
You know who's still not there? Natasha Cloud. Anyway, whatever. I'm just saying.
Find that funny.
Anyway, it's not her fault.
No.
It's not Annalise's fault. But she comes into New York. People are like, oh, who's this new girl? She's from overseas. She had a 65-point game playing in the WNBL in her preseason game against the Fever, 13.7 rebounds, 3 assists.
Yes.
But what made the news was her side profile, first of all. Her skin regimen, I'm sure. And
Crazy.
She's just sitting there tatted up in a beater, answering questions, being like, I can't believe I got an assist. Yeah, I can't believe I got an assist to Stewie. Yeah. And it's just like the cutest little thing ever.
Yeah.
So the timeline on X is horny for her. All the WNBA girls are like, so who's your friend? Like, who's this girl at the party? Like, my friend's trying to talk to you kind of thing. Like, what's her status? What's her sexual orientation? The people want to know.
Yes.
And I don't really care so much about that. That's not really my bag in particular, but I love that for you guys. I love that for her, that she's like all of a sudden this like sex symbol in the W, but without even making a team.
Even asked. Yeah.
Without even making a team.
Yeah.
But when was the last time that you had like a real crush on a celebrity? Because I feel like that's a lost art. I think, and honestly, to our previous conversation, I feel like because we have so much access to these celebrities, we get disenchanted and disillusioned very quickly. Where you're like, oh, I really like this person. It's like, oh, well, in our case, where the plight that we have is that we're straight. So in our case, it's like, oh, he did Meg the Stallion dirty. Oh, he has like a charge in this. Oh, he has a misogynistic standpoint in this. Oh, you've heard like, it's very easy to find out negative things about people.
Yeah.
And so I think it takes some of the lore of celebrity away.
Yes.
So you're like, for example, Leonardo DiCaprio, when he was like Jack on Titanic, he was like, everyone's like, oh my God, Leo.
Facts.
And then you're like, oh, he only likes like young girls. Yeah. Like his whole thing now is like, if she's 25, she's too old kind of thing.
Although his current one's 26 apparently.
Oh, shout out.
Good luck.
Congrats on your development as a man and your frontal lobe. But yeah, you're like, that's like an ick. Yeah. You're like, okay, ew, gross. Like you like kids or young women that are easier to manipulate and there's a power imbalance.
100%.
Sounds so fun for you. But so when was the last time you like had a crush on somebody where you like, and I think it happened when we were younger a lot, where you're just like get overwhelmed with feelings about them. Posters, love letters.
Okay, I'm really trying to rack my brain on this. Okay, actually, I had a really big crush on, in the acting world, it was Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum, Step Up. That got me. That got me. Yeah. I was like, yes, whatever that is, I'll order one of those.
It checks a lot of boxes.
Yes.
Bad boy, rhythm, white rhythm,
but like
white rhythm.
White rhythm. We got the rhythm.
It's so rare. We can barely talk about it.
Facts. And just like before aura was even like a word. Yeah. Like aura. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was my
Tatum.
And then you hear a million things about Channing Tatum now, and you're like, oh.
Really? What'd you hear?
There's so much.
Go ahead.
There's so much. Okay, well, he does a lot of women not like dirty, not the best. Okay. Not the best dude in the world here. Oh,
shout out.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I just don't want to.
Yeah. Put him on.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Channing Tatum. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, mine was more of like a teen crush kind of situation.
Okay.
Like I really, really loved Josh Hartnett.
Okay.
And he's in a new movie with Anne Hathaway and Dakota Johnson, actually. Verity, I think it's called.
Okay.
So he's like back on the scene. He did a movie called 30 Days and 30 Nights where you were like that made it seem like, honestly, as like a teenager, I was like, oh, people are like really having a lot of sex because this guy's like losing his mind over not being able to have sex for 30 days and 30 nights. Like that's the premise of it. Meanwhile, it's like
looking at each other like
light work.
Same. Except for I challenge you on 60 days and 60 nights.
Yeah, like hard 75, no problem.
Real hard 70.
No problem.
Hard 90?
Flaccid 90. Yeah, that's what Seth and I are doing right now.
180. Question mark.
Your fitness challenges. Hard 75, out.
Yeah.
Flaccid 180,
Yeah.
in.
It's 30, that's it. I call that focusing on myself.
Ooh, I call that March.
Literally.
I call it March.
It's not even dry January.
I'm dead. Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, I'm actually
Anyway,
crying.
that was the premise of the movie. And you know who was in it? Okay, the girl from, remember A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger?
Yes.
The main girl,
Okay,
the
yeah,
princess,
yeah.
she was the love interest in that movie.
Okay.
So I really, really liked Josh Hartnett. I really, really liked, what's it called? Like Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Okay.
Like when I was younger, I'm talking like Tool times. And then I really used to fuck with Michael Vick.
Really?
What?
Isn't he problematic?
I mean, like he did a small like dog fighting ring.
That thing, yeah.
He went to jail. He's
Slightly.
fine. He's better now.
But he's changed.
He's changed. He has.
I can
He
change
has changed.
him.
He was just
That's
like,
what I used to say about John Mayer.
okay.
And
No, I think he's definitely, he could
Yeah.
not do 30 Days, 30 Nights.
no. Well, there's that part. And also, I don't think I'm his type. At all.
You know,
People have said this.
that's okay.
Multiple
You can't be everyone's type.
Can I not?
Do you not want to be?
I would want to be everyone's type.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I mean,
That says,
I feel like I am.
I feel like, no. Being everyone's type is tough.
What do you mean?
Well, from
You
my
get all the
personal
options.
experience.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like I am.
No, because Michael Vick at the time, like when he came into the NFL, he was flying. He was so athletic. He was so tough. Like he
Yeah.
has this like bone structure. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh, you are like, again, like not to be like too stereotypical, but you are like a man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
And then he did the whole dog thing kind of.
That kind of ruined the vibe. Yeah.
And I don't even really love dogs like that, but I love them more than that. Anyway, I think he's donated a ton of money and time to like SPCA stuff, and
Okay.
like he went to jail. So
Yeah, well-
he's reformed. He's reformed.
He's reformed.
We're back on mic.
Yeah, remember when you told me you wrote to inmates?
No.
Don't put that out there.
No. I thought about it.
Sorry, I thought you thought about. Well, don't they say like the first step is thinking about
No,
it?
I
whatever?
looked.
It's
I
like you
looked.
thought you must have done it.
I looked into it.
Okay.
A prison pen pal.
Okay.
Yes.
First of all, prison pen pal, and I know I did not do it.
And I didn't because I was scared that it would be somebody that had a passport
What
and
if it
could
was
come
Michael
find
Vick?
me. No, he was already out by them.
Nah.
Yeah, I was worried that it would be somebody who was like violent crimes against women.
Okay,
And then like
yeah.
if you have a passport, you can come find me.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, yeah, it's not worth it for me.
Nah. Okay, I will give a big shout out to Tom Welling,
Who's that?
from Smallville. He's
yeah,
over my For You page on TikTok these days, and like
You know,
it's
you
just
you
TikTok
like
girlies.
you build your algorithm.
Yeah, I do, and I built that thing brick by brick.
You're like, I'm getting
Tom
targeted
Welling?
ads. It's like, well, you searched his name and watched 7 hours of fan edits.
Like, arrest me.
How did they
I'm
know?
Guilty. Yeah.
No, yeah.
No, literally, Tom Welling.
Because he was Superman, right?
Superman in Smallville.
Yeah.
He was, but like literally to this day, I think he's one of the most.
Cheaper by the dozen. Yes,
He's
he
one
was
of
like
the
the oldest
most
brother.
beautiful men I've seen. Period.
Yeah,
Like
he looks good.
gorgeous, and he's even not that bad as an older.
He's like
gentleman.
traditionally attractive.
Yes, very conventionally attractive.
This?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
What, like the Superman look?
no, you're saying
Oh, that's not even that bad. He's an old man.
he's not that old.
I've seen worse.
An old man. How old do you think he is?
49.
He's 49?
He's 49. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hello.
Exactly. He's not. He's almost 50, and he looks okay.
fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
exactly. Tell me that you wouldn't. Exactly.
Oh, his birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday to Tom
As
Welling.
if you didn't know.
That's why I brought him up. No, I had no idea. But
It's
yeah.
suspicious.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
That's weird.
Okay. Crushes. I think that like that doesn't really happen to me anymore. Like I feel as though like as an adult it's a bit weird.
It's really hard to have a crush on somebody as an adult, because I'm like, you could be cute, you could be, talented or rich or whatever the heck, and like I'm kind of like, okay, but like, did you go to therapy? Like, what's your emotional IQ like?
I will say Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan he's crazy.
He's fine.
He's crazy. That's crazy. But like, once again, I digress. Like,
I feel like he's unproblematic.
When you're dating a guy,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you said like it's hard to have a crush on somebody. I find it hard to have a crush on somebody.
The guy that I'm dating.
You dating somebody now?
No.
You didn't tell me this.
No. I'm saying you find it hard to have a crush on the guy.
I thought we're doing hard 180 right now.
No, I am. No, I'm saying it's even hard to have a crush on the guy that you have a crush on.
No, literally. That's how I feel. I'm like, okay, like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
but
really
also
tough.
you just know so much about everybody that like you get the ick real easy.
Literally.
That's tough.
Yeah,
All
super
right.
tough. Okay, well, shout out to Annalie Maley for being
Enjoy, babe.
ex's crush. And also, she was in the WNBA before, briefly.
I think she
Cup of
had like
coffee.
a cup. Yeah, she had like a latte, a vanilla latte.
Specifically
Flat
in
white.
Chicago.
She had a flat white. But yeah, she hasn't stuck.
No.
We'll see if it happens this year.
Yeah, but the clips that you sent me, I'm like, oh, she's like really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's amazing.
she was moving quick.
Yeah, so we'll see. And also, she's very deceivingly, I don't want to say she's not that tall, but she looks like she's tall on the court.
She's like long and she's nimble.
Yeah, she's like 6'1", but from what I saw, I would think she's 6'4". But anyway,
Sophia Wilson, aka Sophia Smith, who was part of the Triple Espresso trio from Paris 2024. She gave birth to her daughter, I believe, and then returned to play. She scored her first goal since 2024, just this past week. And it was an emotional moment because it's been, again, like 2 years since she's found the score sheet, and that was her bread and butter. She's an offensive juggernaut. She's a dynamic player. She's playing in the NWSL for Portland. And there was a reaction video of Trinity Rodman watching her score and both of them getting emotional at the same time. And so sometimes we, I think, undervalue the amount of energy and work it takes for a mom to come back and play at a professional level, because it's like a thing to say, it's like, oh, I committed to it, okay, a year later, it's a year after getting your abdominals ripped apart and your coochie absolutely demolished, plus hormones, plus hair loss, plus postpartum depression, plus breastfeeding, plus all of the things,
big nose.
Yeah, like plus the growth of your feet.
Bro, don't even stretch marks.
Plus, I saw this girl on TikTok and she got a third boob in her armpit.
Stop.
Yeah, with a nipple.
Not allegedly.
No, dead ass. She showed it.
Ew. Okay, this is why
she showed it. She lifted her arm and it was just like a cute little A cup. And her wet nurse was like, "Oh yeah, oh look, a boob." And she's like, "Excuse ya." Boob. What do you mean? She's like, "Oh yeah, sometimes like the breast tissue expands." And it went into her armpit and she got a third boob. It had a nipple. It had a nubbin. It had an areola.
That's actually insane.
It was just hanging there.
That's gross.
No, add it to the list. But anyway, so Sophia Wilson comes back and I'm
terrified. Haley looks terrified. I'm terrified.
No, that's the birth control that we needed. Not like
no facts.
Not like a condom, not being like you're going to hell, not like abortions are hard to come by. It's like the list of 17,000 things that can go wrong.
That can and potentially will.
And you could lose your life.
Yeah. Oh no, what got me, I remember like my mom told me this. She's like, oh yeah, like when I was pregnant with you and your twin, my belly, my entire body broke out into a rash. And I was like, wait, like a rash, like a scratch? Like, she's like, no, like it broke out into this aggressive like red rash. And I'm like, number 576. And the fact that I'm genetically related to like a red rash like that on my body just gives me no.
The girls are going through it. You lose your hair, your feet gets bigger, your nose grows, your body swells and then deflates. You get third boobs, you tear, you get aggressive stretch marks, you can get an apron stomach, you can bleed out on the table, you can be forced to get a hysterectomy, your hormones go through the roof.
Why are we having kids? Well,
you can lose your teeth.
The birth rate's very much declining.
Your teeth can rot. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but now I do. And nothing surprises me.
No, your teeth.
At this point, you could go blind. And I'd be like,
no,
yeah,
your teeth can fall out. They can erode and you can be a toothless pregnant woman, as if things weren't bad enough, getting paid 10 cents on the dollar.
Bruh. I can't.
Trust.
That's insane.
But anyway,
that's insane.
So Sophia Wilson comes back and she's done it. Listen, good for her. But I was like, how hard do you think it would be to come back from giving birth and like playing in a professional sports league in 9 months?
One of the highest levels in the world too at that.
You're just ripping sprints.
Yeah, that would be.
Your mind needs to be there.
Yeah.
You can't have like your fog. You got to be locked in. You got to be fast. You got to be on point.
Yeah.
So I said, it's like pulling a Cybertruck down the QEW with floss.
Yeah.
Like to me, as
Yeah.
someone who's not a mom, that's how hard it seems.
Yeah.
So how hard do you think it would be to come back and play any professional sport after
think
having a baby?
It would be like trying to download Avatar, and not the last Airbender, not that one, but Avatar, like with the blue people.
Yeah.
On 1 bar of Wi-Fi and still expecting it to load in like 4K HD max.
Yeah. I think it would be as difficult as finding someone to date in Toronto.
That part.
That isn't
hard.
in the Are We Dating the
That's
Same Guy
harder?
Facebook group.
That's harder than the floss and the QEW
No,
one.
1,000%. 1,000%. I think it's harder. I think it's harder to find somebody to trust to do your brows in a way that's consistent, that doesn't leave you look crazy. I think which is obviously impossible.
Yeah.
I think it's harder than using all your lettuce in the plastic container before it goes bad.
Oh.
Without it rotting in your fridge.
Without a brown spot? Bro.
Without the liquid in the bottom.
You really thought about this. I really like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's next to impossible, and I cannot believe that women do it despite the odds.
And then let alone have maybe 2 kids.
Against all odds.
Yeah.
Shout out.
You got to be built different for that. You got to be so built different for that.
It's the mindset.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nah. That'd be like trying to find Bigfoot. That's how hard it is.
It might be easier to find Bigfoot.
I think it is easier to find Bigfoot because I think he's like a ghost basically anyway.
Yeah. It was really cute though. The Trinity. If you haven't seen it, you should watch. We'll put it up while we're talking about this. But the Trinity Rodman reaction was really, really cute. She's like, "Go, mommy, go." They're both crying. Like, it was really, yeah.
That's so sweet.
It was really nice.
That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. Well, on that sweet note, this has been quite the episode of Cinderella Stories.
It's been unhinged.
Very unhinged. Yeah. You have any final remarks? Say.
Shout out to celibacy.
Shout out to celibacy. Hard 365. Hard 365.
No, I don't claim that energy. No. I rebuke that energy.
Hard 200.
No, I'm trying to have I'm
250.
trying to turn up this summer.
Hot girl.
I'm
summer.
trying to have a good summer in every sense of the word.
Good luck with that.
We
We live in Toronto.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. We live in Toronto. I'll see you at the end of the year when we have hit our hard 365. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.